RF is killing us softly. How you doing, people? I'd like to welcome my new subscribers. Thanks for subscribing. If you guys can take a minute and smash that like button right off the hop, I'd appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit the notification button. Not that it's any big deal, obviously, but it helps with the YouTube algorithms. And YouTube is giving me a hard time, accusing me of cyberbullying. As if. Anyways, I was just thinking about some certain stuff the other day, talking about locks, and I just want to point out it's just like random thought, right? I don't want to mention it because it's a fact and people don't really think about it. And locks are only made and only work for honest people. It's like gun laws only work for criminals. It's the weirdest thing. Don't want to get again another strike for saying anything, but whatever. I did a live the other day, yesterday, matter of fact, on a big channel. It's got like over 100,000 subscribers. It's interesting. I never did anything like that before, and it was fun. A little bit embarrassing because I really wasn't prepared to be streaming live in front of a whole pile of people. But I guess that's one way to get known. Anyways, we talked about lots of different things. I ain't mentioning no names because it is kind of embarrassing. I don't know why this doesn't embarrass me, but it kind of does. I just feel like I have actually lost the offer. And aside from the little rock analogy there, no, I think I have a lot to offer. My experiences are pretty extraordinary. I've led quite the life. I've survived and rose above so many different circumstances. It's hard to believe that I'm this down and out at this point in my life. Again, I ain't really squawking about it, but I do have a story to tell. I want to tell it too. I just don't. It's such a grand story. It's where do you start? Do I start in the crib or start at conception, or do I start when I left home, or do I start, you know, when I became a parent? Where do I start? Because I gotta tell you, ultimately I've had a bunch of different lives, you know, and every single one of them was extraordinary. Extraordinary on many different levels. Amazing that I'm still here. Amazing that I made it out of the crib. The One of the things I did talk about on that stream was this this incident with my my first Rottweiler named Santana. I called her Sandy for short, and everybody did call her Sandy, but her name was Santana. She was like 7 months old, just coming out of her first heat, and I was taking on the responsibility of a mom and her son, who was about 14 or 15 months old at the time. And I was cleaning up the yard from all the stray dogs, like trying to get to my Rottweiler as she's going through her first heat. Anyways, I'm out cleaning the yard, and I hear a truck start up, and I know it's my buddy up the street, and he's gonna be coming down. I'll wave to him like I always do, and so I turn around just at the last second so I could give him the wave, and here's my stepson toddling out the driveway. He's about 50 feet away from me. I didn't even know he was out there, and my buddy can't see him because of the neighbor's fence is like a 6-foot privacy fence, and beyond the fence there's a couple of big pine trees that you can't see, and then beyond that the child's too short to be seen from the hood of the truck. He's too low, he's invisible, and I'm in motion with my arms up, and I'm literally in the midst of probably a 20-foot step. That's how fast I'm going, and I'm probably about 4 feet off the ground. But I'm gonna come up about 8 feet short, and I'm gonna catch this little kid in my hands, and probably get hit by the truck. And my dog Santana comes blasting through the ditch at the last millisecond, and her hips get clipped by the front tire and send her flying, and she hips checks my stepson and sends him flying back onto the driveway, and nobody got killed. The dog was fine, the boy was fine. It was uh, it was the next level. It's like the most incredible thing. Again, every time I say that story, I started sweating, and because it was so close. It was because I was coming up short. His head was 6 inches away from the bumper. It was like a quarter of a second left, and Santana saved the day, just right through there. Just it was so amazing. Like the last time, I just looked at her to see where she was when the guy started his truck, because she was in the far corner of the yard. I had a big 2-lot yard, and she was far away, 100 feet for sure, 150 feet away. And when I turned around and seen what was happening, and all this stuff happened, and the next second she's right beside the situation, saving the day. It was amazing. She also saved this little girl from drowning, although the kid wouldn't have drowned anyways, because there was people there that had kayaks and they would have gotten to her, but my dog got to her first. She was special, Santana, like a real special dog. That's one of the stories I was telling them about. Anyways, I'm getting chewed up by mosquitoes here, so I'm gonna let you guys go. And again, thank you for subscribing. I'm gonna put out some videos, try to be more regular. And again, if you hit the like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. And love you guys, and take care. RF's killing us softly. And these mosquitoes aren't helping.